Hey guys, Mars Thinking here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so we are back for day 3, the Time Travelers stage of the FRIEZA'S Army enlistment test. I'm going to try and go through multiple typings. Obviously yesterday was a bit more difficult. We only actually did 2 typings, but 2 units of each. This one is going to be hopefully a little bit easier, so let us go ahead and jump in straight away, see if we can get 55.55 million damage with a few different units. Okay, so for physical, we are running, again, pretty much the same setup as yesterday. I just switched out the unit we were trying, and we're going for the physical LR Trunks to start things off. So he should be very good for this. One reason, obviously LRs have really high stats. They do Mega Colossal damage with their 18 key super. So they're already starting out in a good spot. But one of the things that's really good for him is, of course, he has the 50% chance to crit, even if you have no dupes. So if we can pick up a whole bunch of orbs like this, then we have obviously that 50-50 shot of him getting the crit. Obviously he might be able to hit a high enough attack stat that he doesn't actually need the crit. But let's see what we can get here. So 5.5. I feel like if we get the crit, we should do it. Oh, 53.9 without the crit. Okay, so he definitely does it with a crit. So what I'll do, I'll see if I can run it back and actually get the crit. But if I can't get him to crit, I think that obviously shows that if he does crit, he can do it. So if I can get it to work in like 2 or 3 attempts, you'll see that next. But I feel like I don't really need to get it on camera, because you can see that we were so ridiculously close with that non-crit that he definitely can do it as long as you win that 50-50 chance RNG. So let's see. Okay, so as you guys know, if you've watched the other episodes of this guide so far, I like to try and use a non-LR if I've used an LR in the previous clip. So I have brought the physical Goku Black. Obviously he's been around quite some time now, so I think it's probably a little bit more likely that people will have him over the LR. I haven't got any real good links for him on this rotation, but as you can see, we got a pretty good amount of orbs. And of course he is a nuker himself anyway, so being under nuke leads and having a nuke passive obviously gives him even more of a buff. So 4.3 might need a support unit on the rotation for him. So again, just like the Trunks, 4.7 without a crit means that we probably can get it done with him if we actually get a crit. So let me try and get that. Okay, so moving on to STR, I feel like this one would have been a pretty easy guess for a lot of people. It definitely is the one that jumped straight out for me, and that is of course LR Vegito Blue. Technically free to play. They did make the conditions for getting all of the things for him a lot easier a little while back when we had the LR campaign for him. So even if you are a fairly newer player, as long as you know about it, getting him done as soon as you can is probably one of the first things you should try to do. So I feel like he's a unit that most people that are attempting these missions are going to have. So let's go ahead. We've got a pretty good rotation for him here. We got a support unit. We changed a ton of orbs. So let's go ahead and see what Vegito Blue can do. I'm sure he's more than up to the task, which is good because he is a solid free-to-play option. Yeah, 5 million on the attack. If we get a crit, I think it's like guaranteed. Oh, there you go, 55.77. So even without a crit, we actually just broke the 55.55. So, and obviously there were still a few orbs that could have been changed. If you can get the perfect rotation, or you can get one similar to that and get a crit, then Vegito Blue can absolutely get it done. Okay, so for the AGL run, we have another free-to-play LR, the Future Trunks Prime Battle, obviously fully free-to-play to farm up. He's been out for a while, his LR campaign has been and gone. Obviously the event is available every weekend, so he is definitely another card that if you are a newer player, you should definitely try and farm the Prime Battle LRs as soon as you can. We've got a pretty good rotation for him. We got the AGL Pan for the huge support buff. Not a ridiculous amount of orbs, but we'll see what we can get here with him. The other good thing about Prime Battle Trunks, one of the reasons why he's such a good unit for Super Battle Road, is he does actually get a buff in his passive when you're fighting multiple opponents, which of course we are technically in this event. So yeah, 44 no crit. So I think if we can get a few more orbs and potentially a crit, then we should be good with Future Trunks. Right, so moving on to the tech team. First of all, I'm going to try out the LR, Goku Black, and Zamasu. The tech team has some of the best set of orb changes, so we've managed to get a pretty good field of orbs. I'm also pretty lucky because this rotation we do have the extreme support cell, so I feel like he is probably going to be giving us enough of a boost here for us to be able to hit the 55.55. I do have 3 dupes in my LR, Goku Black and Zamasu though, so obviously they are pretty top tier. So if you have them like rainbowed or with dupes, yeah, you can, as you can see, you can very easily do it with them. So let's see if we can find another tech time traveler who might be a little bit more accessible for everyone. Right, so next up for tech, we have this man right here, the EZA Perfect Cell. Obviously, one of the great things about him, he's been around a few times with the Redstone, but of course, he is a nuker himself anyway. So, as I said previously, a unit that already has a nuking style passive under these nuke leads is going to be able to hit pretty ridiculous numbers because they're essentially getting an extra stack of that whole nuking percentage. So, I'm pretty sure he's just going to blow this out of the water here. Yeah, he has a 10 million attack stat. So, yeah, you can do it with Tech Perfect Cell quite easily. Right, so finally for the int build, I thought we would jump in with a recent EZA unit. Hopefully if you are one of the newer players, maybe you summoned on the EZA banner or got the tickets, or this guy has been around for quite a long time. He got an EZA recently and became a whole lot better, but just like the Tech Cell, he also is a nuker, so he's going to do really well here, and I did get lucky to get the Gohan on rotation with him. You can bring any other support units, like I've got the Mai here, who's a time traveler support. This Gohan is for obviously super int, but you can replace these with any like Turles, Kid Buu, any other support units. Obviously you want to try and prioritize orb changes, but bringing support units definitely does help you out. So we'll go ahead and get all of these with Trunks, and I think he's very easily going to deal the amount of damage here. You can also use LR Bojack, but I used him already for one of the previous videos, so we already have it on video that he absolutely can do it, so I didn't feel the need to show it again. And as you can see, Trunks absolutely smashed that target without even needing a crit. So Trunks is a very good option, as well as Bojack. There's a couple of int options. And yeah, I think that just about wraps up all of the typings for time travelers. So let me know what ones you guys did down below. Obviously you only have to do it the once, so let me know what unit you used. Have you done it already, and did you use one of the same units as me? Or if you used one that I didn't use, let us know in the comments, because it might help out somebody else if they have that unit and not the ones that I showed. So there you go, that is all of the typings. We've done at least one unit for the time travelers, and we'll be back again with the next one tomorrow. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. You can follow me on Twitch or join my Discord. The link is in the description below, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.